Oh, that is somewhat annoying. Dang it. I always have to redo this. Hello, I'm Amy. I'm living in Chrysalis, which for anybody that does not understand the name of my channel, Living in Chrysalis, is not a place, it is a state of being. As in, I'm kind of cocooned a bit from my usual involvement in the outside world. I mean, I do work, and I have a few friends, but and actually I have some awesome friends, but I'm not doing as much in the outer world now because of various issues that I'm working on for myself. And when I chose the channel name, I chose it to reflect how I was feeling and how I considered a lot of the focus of my time on the channel is going to be, at least for the foreseeable future. Now, if I haven't already said it, welcome. Thank you so much for coming here. I don't see anybody on the live yet, but I'm hoping some of you will catch me on the replay. I do try to make my live streams be able to stand as individual videos. So if you don't catch me live, hopefully you can still watch and enjoy and have something to contribute, or feel like I can contribute something to you. A lot of this is, I'm hoping by kind of discussing what I'm going through, to some extent, some things I prefer to keep private, but life. Hopefully, maybe some of you can get something out of it as well. Maybe I can learn from you, you can learn from me, something like that. That is what social media is for. KJ certified. Hey, lady. So for anybody who doesn't know, again, talking to the people on the replay, I mostly focus on makeup because it's fun and it's a pet and it's a passion. Oh, KJ's asking me how my New Year's Eve was. Boring. I stayed home. I fell asleep. I was initially planning to do a live stream, but I fell asleep and I didn't wake up till 11:45. And so it was just meh, flawed and fabulous. Hey, girl. So, yeah, New Year's Eve was extremely uneventful. I didn't even get a kiss. Raf Kitchen, hello. Hello. Oh, let's see. Where was I? Yes. So the whole New Year's Eve resolutions thing, it's kind of like, oh, I'm not making resolutions for New Year's. Oh, KJ's Mister's deployed. Oh, ouch. Flawed and Fabulous was asleep. Yeah, mine's not deployed. He was just asleep. But it's okay. We're good. But it does. But of course, especially as everybody else is sort of musing on what they want to accomplish for the next year, it's kind of making me think more, mother, please don't make me have to run downstairs and sort out and move that load. I put a load in the washer. Okay. All right, cool. It seems to be okay. I don't want to have to schlep downstairs and move it because, resort it and all, because it's hard for me to get down, and I'm live now. I don't want I don't want to step away. So I'm kind of on my own journey, and I'm not where I want to be now. But I'm hoping I'll get there. Flawed and Fabulous doesn't believe in resolutions. Just try to be a better person every day. Every day? Whew, that sounds exhausting. But where I'm at as far as where I want to be, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not. Um, as some of you may know, and some of you may not, every day, wow. Some days I'm just trying to, to make it to the end of the day. I don't know about being better. Oh, a kiss every day. Well, yeah, my husband's over in the next room. I got a kiss earlier, I'll get a kiss later, these things happen. But with me, it's more like I'm on, and I hate to say a journey because it just sounds so trite. But I suppose that's kind of what I'm working on. Skins fan, hi, how are you? And for some of you who know, these foot surgeries I've been having, and this is now my third one on this side within a year and a half. Actually, less than a year and a half. So hopefully this will be my last one on this side, because I still need to get the other side addressed. And it's really important to me to have that done as soon as possible because my stepson graduates from high school in June, which means not only is my husband's income going to go down by a third, since we won't be receiving dependent Social Security anymore. We'll just get it for my husband's disabilities. Then, so that income's going to go down by a lot, and I've got to be ready to make it up. But also, once we get the kid launched, then we'll be able to consider what our next steps are going to be. Thank you, Flawed and Fabulous. It is exhausting, and it's been kind of mentally exhausting as far as just being in a place I would have never chosen for myself, because it's what we needed to do for this, the good of the child. That is what you do, right? Responsible adults and all that. My stepson's mother moved here to get with her husband, and yeah, so we followed as soon as we could, and now we have been here for almost 11 years. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, there are some nice things about the area and all. I have made some terrific friends. And but the thought that at least if we stay, or for any amount of time we stay after we feel like we've got the boy launched, it's nice to feel like once again soon I'm going to have a choice. That I'm not just going to be stuck here due to other people's circumstances. If I stay here or stay anywhere near here, it would be my choice and my husband's choice. And that'll all depend on a lot of things, particularly employment. But that's why getting my feet in order is so important to me now. And the fact that those first two surgeries, the one last August and the one last April, were not enough to take care of the right side so I could get started on the left side. I feel like I am a year behind where I want to be as far physically, as far as my healing process, but nothing I can do about it. I'm just really hoping that this third surgery will be what it takes to make that foot as normal as possible so we can get on to the next one and get me to a point where I'd be able to work on my feet if I need to. You'd be surprised, even with professional jobs, sometimes you just need to be on your feet a lot. You need to be able to walk a lot. Not to mention, I'm really fat and I don't to be really fat anymore. And I'm very sedentary, and I'm not, well, I can't really say I'm not by nature a sedentary person. I mean, when it's time to be sedentary, I'm sedentary. But I also like to do a lot of things. Like I used to go dancing all the time. That may not fit into my current life, but you know what? Zumba class, I'd love to do a Zumba class again. Walk more, hike more. I'm People around here are absolutely crazy for marathons. That is never going to happen. No. I have absolutely no intention of running a marathon like ever. Oh, I'm down to one person. Oh, darn. Well, oh well. So who's still here? Who's still here? I see I've got one person on right now. Who is that? KJ is still here. Okay, everybody else is in and out, it looks like, but that's cool. Thank you. Thank you for staying. But where was I? But as far as where that takes me, I feel like I need to be physically ready for whatever comes next. I mean, if I have to wait tables to get dollars in the door, I want to be ready for it. I haven't waited tables in 25 years, but okay. YouTube is glitching, so she doesn't think it was intended. All right, cool. Yeah. Yay, I hope they'll be back. Yes. But I haven't waited tables in 25 years, but I don't think it's changed all that much. Now, hopefully it won't come to that. But my point is that for a very long time, I was a very active person. I was very strong. And now for quite some time, I haven't been physically strong. I haven't been very active because it's painful. It's painful, and I don't want that. So the goal of these surgeries is to get me to a point where I can work out. I mean, is there more I could be doing now or even earlier this year or even when I was in, probably. But you know how just being in near constant pain kind of informs everything you do? Like every chance I had, I would sit. Just because, okay, I'm going to save my feet as long as possible. And, to the point where I would have to turn down social invitations because I just hurt too much. And this is not how I want to live. So really the physical is the biggest part of it, even though it's not the focus of my channel. I can't avoid speaking about it because it is such a huge limitation on the life I want to lead, which is somewhat closer to the life I used to lead. But I imagine it'll be different because, I'm, older and married and settled and, things are different, of course. But I still think that there's room for me to have a more physically active life as soon as I can get the issues that are causing consistent pain under control. So I've got one foot down. It still hurts. But I actually had a bit of a setback because I developed a cellulitis infection. I'm going to see my surgeon tomorrow. My initial plan had been to go back to work next week, but I'm starting to think I might wind up having to delay that a week or two, given the fact that the swelling hasn't even gone down from the dang cellulitis yet. And I am concerned about putting too much on it too soon, but I'll talk to the doctor and see what he thinks. I don't want to overdo it, because if I overdo it, then I can mess it up permanently, or just further delay my recovery and put myself through more pain than I need to. KJ says, I'm not going through your situation, so I can't say that I know what you mean, but in general, being part of an active lifestyle is much harder in today's society. No kidding. Oh my gosh. We have so many tools to help us be more efficient that it's harder to be active. Yes, very much so. Oh my goodness, yes. That's very true. That's very true. Ralph Kitchen, you're back. Hi. Oh, I can't imagine what it's like to be a mom. Well, I'm just a stepmom, so, most of the responsibility, all of the worry, none of the credit, none of the rights. Awesome. And constantly being overridden by everybody. Okay, I hear knocking. Please be okay. I don't want to have to go downstairs. Hi, Kate, Ralph, thank you. Excellent. So, so that is the big part. And where that folds into my channel as just being a woman. Yeah, no kidding. Oh my gosh. Yeah, let me tell you, somebody is turning into like little Mr. Nerd. Yeah, he thinks he's like the nerd gatekeeper. You know how some of those guys are, where it's just like, oh, you're a fan of this? Well, really? And then start quizzing you. Although it was absolutely hilarious because he thought that on Star Wars A New Hope, Episode 4, aka the original first movie, he actually thought that Greedo shot first. Dumbass. Oh my gosh. Such a child. He's been annoying the crap out of me lately. Intellectual arrogance. It's like, don't even start with me. Me and your father are at least as smart as you, if not smarter. Well, but his strengths are in different parts of, but he's also been starting to do some mansplaining, and that needs to be nipped in the bud. Yeah. Yes, my husband and I had a discussion about this last night. Oh, KJ, your aunt, uncle, and you were watching The Mandalorian the other day. The aunt asked if Baby Yoda was Darth Vader. Oh my gosh. I have been loving The Mandalorian, let me tell you. Oh my gosh. I think I'm now on my third time rewatching the series. I love it so much. It's so perfect. It's so, it's like they went back to the original trilogy and brought that feeling and threw in a bit more spaghetti Western. I love it so much. It's so many details. And I am so grateful that Werner Herzog persuaded them to stick with the puppet instead of going CG for the child. Oh my goodness. If I ever get to go to a convention and actually see Werner Herzog, I'm going to shake that man's hand. Thank you. And for me especially, it's a huge thing because I love puppetry. I don't really have any now, but when I was a kid, I was actually in a puppeteering group. So I learned how to make and use various types of puppets, including marionettes. And I was in that for quite some time. I'm not exactly sure how long. My mom could have told me, but she's no longer with us. But it was so cool. It was just so cool. And then, so then flash forward 30 years or something like that, 20 years, 30, yeah, probably more like 20 years. And I'm in Austria with my parents and one of my aunts. And we went to Salzburg. So we're just wandering the streets, checking out the village, that sort of thing. And then I see a sign. It said, like Marionettentheater. I don't know, it's freaking German, but I have a knack for languages, so I'm able to pick up a surprising amount. So, Marionette Theater. Okay. So, well, baby, let's go. And apparently, the Salzburg Marionette Theater is like a world famous puppet theater. And they tour. I actually saw them on tour once, which was incredible for me because I just love it. I just love it. So the fact that The Mandalorian is actually using puppetry again instead of just soulless CGI, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. And the reason why I didn't watch, the Clone Wars was because, the CGI animation just doesn't do it for me in that. It's not expressive enough. So yeah, I'm so happy about the Yoda puppet, or the child, if we're going to be correct. But come on, he's Baby Yoda. I mean, I changed my lock screen and my and my home screen. It's all Baby Yoda. Your dad had a few episodes of Clone Wars and couldn't get into it either. You see what I mean? And that's why I'm like so far behind in the canon, is because I could not get into that series. It's just that's not a format I enjoy. But we get back into practical. Oh, that reminds me another thing. Is when we were in Salzburg, we also went to Mozart's childhood home. And my dad, well, actually, my dad plays piano as a hobby, and he really, truly loves music, as do I, but I don't play piano. He tried to teach me, and no. But when we went to, it was kind of interesting to see like which things each family member was geeking out in, because my dad was geeking out over the harpsichord and the musical instruments. My mom was geeking out over the antiques. I was geeking out over their theater sound effects exhibit, their opera sound effects exhibit. So I was upstairs playing with like the rain barrel and their various sound effects from the 18th century. Cinna Dave, hi, how are you? So it was so cool because we were all just geeking out about different things and each of us got something different out of that experience. I was all about the sound effects. which actually brings me back to when I went to Universal Studios years ago with a boyfriend. And so we're in the park, and okay, we do some rides and all that, and we're good. And then we get to the part where it's like their Foley exhibit, and they had this activity where you could do Foley editing. I was gone. It was like, okay, you no longer exist. I'm just, and I did that as long as I possibly could. It was so much fun for me. But for those who don't know, I also, my background is also in radio production. So I was an on-air DJ, but I also did radio production, studio work. And I really liked that. Hi, Jean, how are you? And then thinking about that also makes me think about when it was cool, Dave. And okay, for instance, like I do not care about sports. football, basketball, hockey, I don't really care. But what I did care about was when I was the sports producer for a radio network. Yes, I was. Do I give a crap about the sports? No. But it was the most challenging radio production experience I've had, and it was incredible. I loved it so much because you're getting you're getting your signal from from the arena or from the football stadium or whatever, depending on which sport. And then I'm not only controlling the feed, doing the ads, taking care of all of that, but I'm also controlling the feed to the rest of the network. So yeah, I'm starting to think that, especially if I can get my hands on better equipment, I really want to take my channel into much better editing, lighting, that sort of thing, and not just to be more professional, blah blah blah, but because it's more fun for me. I mean, I've been doing a lot of these live streams and they're great. They're fun. I love doing the live chat with you guys, but I also miss doing my regular videos, my produced videos, and I am going to be doing those more again and get kind of back on my regular produced video schedule, and then I'll be adding in the live streams as an addition rather than a substitution like I've been doing over the last month. KJ says it's a sense of pride as you level up your equipment and production value. She gets it. Yeah, exactly. The same issues. So one of my goals for my channel is to really just make it, you say it as if you've been here for a while, get a DSLR. Yeah, I can't do that yet. My brother-in-law actually bought me a camera, and it's been a while, but I haven't been able to, oh, damn it, it's not in there. It's not in the case. I just gotta find it. My son, moves things. But I haven't been able to use it yet because our computer Wi-Fi card is broken, and it is a Mac. So of course, a new Wi-Fi card costs a fortune. I'm going to order a dongle and hope that that'll work. And I really want to start working on more production. Yeah, I know we've got my low-tech backdrop here, but the thing I like about the low-tech backdrop that some of you haven't seen because you've only seen me on live streams is that in my produced videos, I use this as a backdrop for pop-up. I can get a Canon T31 for $200 to $250. Good to know. When I get that kind of money to spare, I may do that. I'm not there yet, though. I've got a lot of monetary catching up to do. So chroma key. No, not chroma key, but what I do is when I edit, I use the Filmorigo app, and I'm able to insert text. So for instance, say I'm talking about this foundation that I just bought. And, I may pop up the price here. I guess I'm talking, I'll be, oh, I got this Laura Mercier foundation at TJ Maxx, and hey, let's check out the color. And I forgot to say the price. So I'll pop up the price there. But I also throw up jokes, I throw up pictures, memes. I use it as an extra tool on my channel. So what started as, okay, I don't have a nice background that I can really use, so I'm just going to throw up a curtain and go, has actually turned into something I can do. Yeah, the titles, lower thirds and stuff. Yeah. But I'm actually really interested in trying this Laura Mercier foundation, but I'm not going to try it on now because it's nighttime. I think I will try on this lip oil though. Check this out. I got this at TJ Maxx. It's Elizabeth Arden Sheer Kiss Lip Oil. I got this for $5. Look at the container. How cute is this? You just open it up and it's like a little bubble here. Where's my mirror? Here we go. And it's just like a little bladder here, and you just squeeze out a little bit. See? And let's try it. I probably should have just done that with my finger, shouldn't I? Well, I mean, the thing does have, it is tilted. I know, right? Isn't this cute? That's why I bought it. Like, did I? And I've never used a lip oil. I've used lots of lip balms, but never lip oil. So it made me curious. And as I'm looking at it, like when you look, see there's like that little hole in there? So I'm almost wondering if I could refill it if I wanted to. Yeah, the DaVinci Resolve free video editor. You need to learn to use it better. Yeah. Do they have that for Mac? I mean, I'd like to get a PC at some point, but I don't have one yet. And I can't remember which is better for video editing. I mean, I don't know. But either way, it's going to be a while before I can buy a new computer, new camera, all that. But it's something that I've got on the horizon in my mind. Because I do very much want to stick with my channel, and I want it to grow and improve. And Filmora, yeah, I use Filmora Go on my phone, and I do really like it. I feel like, oh, that reminds me, I still need to work on this video. I initially planned to do something with it, but I was having some trouble with the screen capture I was using, because I want to do a good like basic video making tutorial. You know, even though that's not what my channel is about, but just kind of a, okay, here, you know, here's how I do here's how I've been doing this. You know, especially like as I get better. KJ says the Macs are better for video editing, but she uses a PC. She uses Filmora, but she had to move away from the free version, pay to get extra features. And I'll probably wind up doing that. Website says it works on a Mac. Excellent. I'll definitely be keeping an eye out. PicMonkey for thumbnails. Okay, cool. I've been using oh gosh, Pixel. Yeah, I've been using Pixel, and you know, I like it, but I would like to maybe try some different ones. Maybe Jean, hi, how are ya? So yeah, definitely improving my tech, improving my channel. Pixlr, cool. So yeah, let's see. So as far as what I'm working on, let's see. I talked about like the getting active, and talked about tech some. Yeah, so yeah, I've been getting better about my thumbnails. I do want to step them up to the next level, though. I just have to figure out what that is. I also want to work more on some of my video effects, maybe change up a couple things. I thought I was going to be able to change those up over like the holiday break and come in strong with them in the new year, but I got this nasty infection that just knocked me out. I mean, it was just horrendous. I think my first day, you know, because let's see, it's been like 10 days now, but like that Sunday, the Sunday before Christmas, I went to ER. I went to the emergency room, and the doctor wound up having to cut a drain. So yeah, so basically my mission has just been to take antibiotics and drain. Yeah, thumbnails are incredibly important, Raf. You're absolutely right. They really are, because I want to grab attention. And especially for my channel, I've found that several of my videos made it to the first page of the Google search. So what I need to do is figure out how to do more of those. And really the ones that made it to the first page of the Google search are the products that not that many people were reviewing. So like my videos about the Too Faced Christmas star, my videos on what is it? I just drew a blank, but a couple, like in my Rebel Rouge Labs videos, my one on the Kai Slam Book palette. Oh, Raph, you're working on a new channel. Cool. What's it going to be about? Gosh, a new channel. Whew, I'm trying to get this channel up. I'm so thrilled that my channel's where it's at. I mean, I'm at 1250 subscribers. How cool is that to start this year? And I kind of hesitate to set a goal for how many subscribers I would have at this time next year. I don't know. Is it realistic to set a goal? I'd like to be much further along. I'd like to be monetized. Actually, if I could be monetized before my channel's second anniversary, I think that would be wonderful. That's in May. So I need like another 3,000 watch hours, y'all. Start running some playlists. Run some playlists for me. Get them up. Because, yeah, I very much want to be monetized, I'd say, by my second channel anniversary. You want a channel with real subscribers. It's going to take long, but okay, just have fun. KJ, yep, we are chasing the monetization goal. Raf Kitchen, so your new channel is going to be a vlog. You know, that's the thing is with me, at least for me, I don't really like vlog channels much. I mean, there are one or two that I watch on occasion, but for the most part, it's just not my bag. But I think a well-focused vlog could do well. For instance, like if you look at Expedition Greg, I mean, yeah, his is a vlog channel, but it's not just like every day, doing this, that, or the other thing. It's him, it's him and his family going to Disney, and that's what they do on the channel. They go to Disney and they do their thing. Just Frugal Me, hello, how are you? Fantastic channel name, by the way, Just Frugal Me, excellent. I hope you guys are checking each other out, so please do. While I'm not a grow stream or do roll calls or any of that stuff, I do certainly encourage people to get to know each other, as well as subscribe here if you haven't already. That sort of thing. Run a playlist or two. Well, thank you, Just Frugal Me. Let's see, maybe Jean likes Disney as well. Raf's Kitchen, his blog is not going to be about you. Okay, cool. But I mean, that's just my own personal taste. I mean, there's something for everybody. Like, I don't like mukbangs either. They kind of tend to gross me out. But I do know some people who have mukbang channels, and I'll throw in a video once in a while to help them out, but it's not really my bag. Although I did do a slight one. Oh, it's going to be about small channels. Excellent. Very cool. Well, small channel right here. Oh my goodness. So yeah, with the fitness, and of course I want to lose weight. I am so annoyed with myself. I really am, because I lost like 30 pounds and I probably gained most of it back. I'm so annoyed. Because yeah, your girl needs to lose some weight here. It's not good. Not a good look. Well, not to mention it's limiting. For one thing, I want to travel some more once I get better and my finances improve, and I don't want to have to buy a second plane seat. I'm not sure. I don't think they'd make me now, but I don't think I'd be very comfortable. They might, I'm not quite to the buying a second plane seat, but I think, is it odd to say that my goal for myself is to fit onto a plane seat, without spilling over? Is that a weird like weight goal to have? More so than the number or the size. Maybe Jean, oh, you wish you could travel a lot, but you can't. Yeah, I used to travel. and I haven't in quite some time, and I don't like it. I miss traveling. Um, I mean, realistically, I don't know how much traveling I'll be able to do in the future, but I do want to do some. It is refreshing. My big hitch is when I did all my traveling before, I was single. Oh, KJ, you have to go. Okay. I understand. Thank you so much. I am going to keep my head up. Jean is thinking about taking a train across Michigan and go to Chicago. Yeah, do it. I miss going to Chicago. I used to go to Chicago all the time. It is expensive, maybe, to travel. I used to travel a lot, and I really liked it. I want to do some more of it. It's not going to be as easy for my husband to travel because he has a 4-level fusion in his neck, so it's very difficult for him to travel. It's very uncomfortable. Oh, maybe you've never been to Chicago. Oh, that's a shame. I love Chicago. Thank you, just frugal me. Thank you very much. It's one of those things that we're just kind of trying to figure out where his normal is going to be, and he's trying to figure out how he can get to the best that he can do. So that's been a real struggle. It's been 7 years. Yeah, it's crazy. 7 years since this all went down. Oh, Jean, that's a good idea. Travel for challenge, folks. Travel on the Jeep, places outside the Instagram influencer range. I like that idea. And when we get some more money, I am down for it. But yeah, I very, very much want to travel some more. But I would like to get my butt into like airplane seat size. That 18 inches or whatever it is. Because I can assure you, it takes me well more than 18 inches to sit down now. Just frugal me. Healing takes time, and often healing emotional and spiritual wounds takes more time than healing those which involve other parts of who we are. You will get there. Thank you. Thank you. And there's a lot I haven't said, but holy cow, both of us have been through the ringer. It's been so bad. Sorry. Start local. What in my area could I shoot? Hokey museums, weird restaurants. That's a good idea, Jean. That's a good idea. Like I said, I'm not really a vlog channel type, but it might be kind of fun to do those. But of course, my biggest limiting factor has been what my feet can tolerate. So number one is getting those fixed, and then a lot of the rest of the physical, strengthening and endurance can follow. It's the feet have just been, it's just been unbearable. I mean, whew, like last summer, I was walking a ton for my job, but I was also in absolute agony. I would just come home and just sit and be done. Oh, frugal, you made me cry. Whew, that is an accomplishment. I'm not much of a crier, but I am actually really looking forward to this year. I'm truly hoping that this surgery fixed me on that foot so that I can just do the next one and move on from the heart. Thank you. So let's see. Yeah. And of course I want to lose, let's see. So I've gone over tech and the foot issue, and the 2020 will be a great year for us all. I'm excited. Thank you, just frugal me. I really hope it will. I really hope it will. Because boy, I need it. I have so many things that I want to do over the course of this year. Of this. Yeah, it is this year. That's right. Because this is the first. It's it's not even just about fitness, but that's certainly going to be a big part of it. But the other part, and like I was saying earlier, is my stepson's going to be graduating from high school this year. And so we're going to be free to leave if, if we so decide. So a lot of what I want to be doing this year as far as personal possessions, as far as our possessions, is sorting through getting rid of a bunch of stuff. Not just getting rid of stuff to get rid of stuff, but just to go through, get rid of anything I don't think will be good for our future, and kind of consolidate, organize, because our last like 3 moves have been 3, 4, 5 moves. It's like every time I move, it's an absolute disaster. And the next move, I want to go smoothly. And I want to know where things are. I want to not feel like I'm buying things I already have. So that's going to be a big focus, especially once I get the foot situation under control, is getting our possessions in a state that should be easy to move them. Okay, so just Frugal's talking to maybe Jane. Not hopefully, I'm speaking to those things that are not as though they are. I'm talking about special ability within man to speak things into reality. Oh, yes. Okay. In that case, let's see. What should I speak into reality? Okay. Okay, so for, I don't know, should I really do this? Should I just like spit out what like I would like to be as of this time next year? Is that something I should do? Should I just spew it out? I guess I get worried, like, if it doesn't happen, then is that going to be embarrassing? But then again, why am I letting that hold me back? Okay, fine. All right, I'm going to do it. So this time in 1 year, I would like to be 75 pounds lighter. Is that a reasonable goal? That is a reasonable goal, isn't it? I hope so. I'll have to check. Okay, so 75 pounds lighter. I would like to be very strong. As far as what I can lift, I have a hard time coming up with numbers, but I would like to feel very strong. Get back into lifting. I actually like lifting. I hated cardio, but love lifting. But I definitely also need to work on cardio. I would like to be able to dance all night and not run out of breath. I used to be able to do that. I could dance for hours and not run out of breath. I would like to do that again. I would also like my channel to hit, I don't know, should I just really go for it? I'd like my channel to hit 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 subscribers. Active subscribers, I would like it. And by this time next year, I'd like it to have hit 10,000 subscribers, and I would like to be getting a check from YouTube every month. Okay, so what else? I would like to be working in something that I want to do, and I'm not going to get more focused with that just yet, but I will say that I've got a couple of of occupational licenses that I don't have right now because they're money. By this time next year, I want to have both of those back. Okay. I'm not going to get too detailed about that just because I want to keep some stuff to myself. But all right, so I want my licenses back. I want to be 75 pounds down, 10,000 subscribers, and a check from YouTube every month. And doing some form of work that is not what I'm doing now. But, when I'm not at home on medical leave. So, okay, those are my goals for next year. Oh, and to have all of my things in a state where they are organized, and the next move, whenever it is, will be smooth, and I won't be toting around yet a bunch of, still again, a bunch of things that we're going to wind up never using. Okay. How do those sound for goals, guys? Does that sound realistic? I mean, 1.5 pounds a week, that's quite a bit. It's quite a bit. Whew. Wow. Okay, well, I spoke it, so now I guess I have to make it happen, don't I? Realistic. Okay. All of them realistic, or just the white one? I guess part of me is kind of intimidated because there's so much I'm trying to do, but these are things that I've been working on for some time, but I feel like I've been like I haven't gotten as far as I wanted to by now. So, okay, fine. I am setting clear goals, and we'll see how many of them I make. So with the subscriptions, of course, you guys can help me out, like, subscribe, comment, share, get your friends to do the same. Come on, help a girl out. By this time in 1 year, I want to be getting a check from YouTube every month consistently. Thank you, just frugal me, subscribing. Excellent. Ooh. And hey, if any of you haven't run a playlist or two, I've got them down there. And your girl needs some watch time. I need almost 3,000 hours of watch time still to get monetized. So need some help with that. I can't watch myself. YouTube isn't going to pay me for that. I can watch myself at home for free. They're not going to pay me for that. But I am really excited. Oh, I haven't really talked about much other than tech, my channel goals. But I'd say to just further refine my content. I've actually got a lot of products I still need to test. But I think I'm also going to be trying to find, I'd say probably my biggest goal is to find more ways to make those videos that hit the front page of Google search. I've got I think I've found videos on 3 or 4 different things that I've done that. So I know I can do it. I've just got to do more of those. So I'm super excited about that. Oh, and with that, you guys, I think it's about time for me to wrap it up because my foot's hurting. However, to be fair, yes, that is true. Just frugal me. The great thing about goals is that I can alter them along the way. That is true. And I think I'm going to get going because my foot's hurting, but I've actually been doing a lot on it today. I've done a lot. Do I share my videos on social media? I need to do that more with, I do need to, promote them more on Twitter and, Instagram. I have Twitter and Instagram. I'm not very good at either one of those. So that's another thing I got to do is I got to get better about that. I haven't been sharing them on Facebook because I've been weird about like not letting everybody and their brother know about my channel, but I think it's good enough now that I'm comfortable doing it. So maybe I will. Jean, it'll make a difference. That's small and actionable. I think you're right. Okay, I will put it out on my regular Facebook and see if anybody bites. Oh boy. So yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I gotta put my foot up, y'all. Oh, you're about to do a car decal of your blog and channel. That's excellent. And I will definitely check you out. I will definitely check you out when I'm done here. Um, yeah, my foot hurts. I'm gonna go put it up for a while because, of course, I don't want to overdo it. I have to protect my foot. So hopefully, I will see you all very soon. I'm definitely going to keep doing a bunch of live chats. I am going to start doing my I am going to start doing my regular produced videos again, but I will also still be doing a lot of live chats. So I will see you all very soon. And yes, Virgil, I will keep my foot elevated. I'm going to go do that right now. So thank you all so much. And if anybody's catching on the replay or haven't, Katie, hi. Happy New Year to you too. And Happy New Year to everybody. Unless you're going to make my life miserable, then have a rotten one, because I want mine to be good. Thank you very much. But of course, if you haven't already, do like, subscribe, comment, share, all that good stuff. And I will see you very soon.